Hi, I'm Ivy with BSR, and I'm here today with...
I'm Javier.
And I'm Camilo.
What band are you guys in?
We're part of Mambo, which is Brown's salsa band.
Brown's only salsa.
Brown's only salsa band.
That's
and
awesome.
I play piano,
I play the saxophone.
and he sings as well, but he won't say.
A little
He's
bit.
humble.
Okay, that's awesome. I guess tell me a little bit about how did you guys kind of come together, start playing together?
Sure. So, I guess when I came to Brown, I'm a sophomore right now, so 2 years ago, or I guess at the end of high school, I was like getting really into salsa, and I'm from Colombia, and back home I would like play a lot of music, but no groups were like salsa groups, and the groups that I could play with, salsa is like a demanding genre, so you don't really have, I didn't really have the people to play it with. But then when I came to Brown, I was like, oh, this is the place to find like great musicians to play salsa with, and people who are interested and excited about the music. And the first year, nothing really happened. I guess I was meeting people and like getting used to Brown, but nothing really. It really did like nothing like came about. But my roommate, who isn't here, but he we wish he was. He's a great musician, Giancarlo. He was also like really interested in that music, and we got closer, like throughout the year, and then the second year, and we decided to like start gathering people and making the salsa band that we wanted. And thankfully, since he's like really in the music space, I'm not that much in the music space. He knew some really great musicians, so a lot of stuff like worked out that way, I guess. Yeah.
What about you? How did you come into this? Did they like reach out? Or?
Yeah, well, Camilo and I know each other because I'm also Colombian, so we know each other through that connection. And at some point last semester, he sent me a text saying, "Hey, do you want to play piano in a salsa band?" I didn't even know that you knew that I played piano, but I have a backstory in music. I've played music my entire life, and when I was in high school, there was this Latin band in San Francisco, kind of like 30 minutes from where I'm from, and I had an opportunity to audition for it. They were looking for pianists. I knew someone in the band who said I'd be a good fit. My mom, who is Latina from Colombia, she was super, super adamant that I audition for the band. And for some reason I didn't. I just found every excuse not to. I don't really know why or what was kind of the block there for me participating. And then a couple years after I turned down the opportunity to try to join this band, I got really into salsa music, and I felt really stupid for having turned down this awesome opportunity that I had in high school. And so then when I got that text from Camilo saying, it's time to play awesome music that I have since grown to love and adore, and we need a pianist, I figured this is my chance to kind of make up for mistakes in the past and get to participate in this awesome music now.
Oh, yeah, that's great. It's cool that you guys have like that kind of cultural background too that kind of ties to it.
Yeah.
With like on that, what are some inspirations that you guys kind of draw from? Like either Latin artists, any sounds in particular, anything?
I mean, I think we draw generally from the classics in salsa genre. It's really lively music, it's really energetic music, it's very danceable. It is kind of entertainment at its core, and I think that we are really cognizant of trying to embody that and make sure that that is central in all of our performances. Sure, the music has to be good, but also the energy has to be there as well. And for that, we're going to rely on also the audience being down to dance and down to have fun and participate with us. But what I also really like about salsa is that it has tremendous amount of storytelling involved. It has tremendous amount of passion and love and violence and sorrow. Like you can really find salsa music about every single topic out there on the planet as long as it has deep emotions. And I think there's not that many genres that can deal with such a wide variety of emotion like salsa music can. So I think we try and harness that in the music that we play and also the way that we play it.
Definitely. What you say about emotions, we try to touch or like get to songs that like have different emotions and play like a wide range in our lyrics and in our types of songs. So like even for our set or gigs, I'm not gonna say anything about it, but we do have a few like different sections, I guess, of different types of emotion. Of like a more like party vibe, and then more like romantic song, and so on. So, and like a more dramatic and sad one.
really vague with the.
Yeah, really,
I can't really say what it's
Surprise,
about
yeah.
because there's only one song that I know about that has these lyrics, but yeah, so it's like very. It's just a lot of fun. It's just a fun genre, and it's a lot of fun to play it.
Yeah.
All the musicians in our group are, well, most of us are also like jazz nerds, and I think that ties in really well. Like, they go hand in hand, just from the way like salsa was developed. Happened like similarly to jazz. So then it's a lot of like improvisation and like doing solos and stuff in the songs and just having fun with the music itself.
Yeah.
So.
That's really cool. I guess kind of like building off of it a little bit more. Are there any artists in specific, like particular, that have really like hit you hard? Because there's so many salsa artists. I don't know if you guys have one or a band in particular.
My goats of the salsa genre are Ruben Blades and Willy Colon. Siembra is one of my favorite albums ever. Maybe the salsa album of all time. Yeah, if like there had to be one to encapsulate the whole genre. Just because musically it's crazy, there's so much going on, it's still really fun and danceable and accessible, and the stories that they tell are like really interesting and deep and don't just deal with the kind of classic themes of like love and, you know, oh my gosh, this person doesn't love me back, whatever will I do? It's like kind of more philosophical themes about, you know, society and kind of the evils of society and suffering and all these complicated themes. So like for me, those two artists are like not just important for like the music that I want to play in the band, but just generally for music that I just love and adore and is really important for who I am.
Yeah, that's a good pick. Siembra is incredible.
Yeah.
Personally, like from the music, like me specifically, Ruben Blades definitely for the singing part. I don't sing too much, but I've like watched videos of how he does it when I sing the same songs he did, and it's like I guess I draw inspiration from that. And more on like the music side, Willy Colon definitely, and the trombone. I don't play the trombone, but Will, who's one of our trombonists, I joke around with him sometimes, and I like say he's Willy Colon el malo, which is something that they say to Willy Colon when he solos, so in the songs. So.
Having a Latin band on campus where it's not, I mean, we have Mariachi de Brown, and that's pretty much it as far as I know.
Yeah.
The importance of keeping Latin music alive in these spaces where it's not really represented, how important is that for you?
Yeah, so shout out Mariachi. Mariachi is incredible. They're super talented. They're going to be at Gigs on the Green on Friday as well. We're super excited to go and support them. I think if there was one genre that we could maybe boldly claim was like the most universal in Latin music, is probably salsa. Like, we are playing salsa music from the Dominican Republic, from Panamanian artists, from Puerto Rican artists, from Dominican artists, from Colombian artists. There are really influential salseros from all over the kind of hemisphere. And I think for that reason, we really think that this is a great way to represent as wide of a swath of Latin America as we possibly can. But of course, we can't represent all of Latin America. You know, we're cognizant of that.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get to Argentina or anything.
Yeah, we might not get
With
to
our
Argentina.
music.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to them. Yeah, I agree with what Hagar said. One other thing, I guess when I was like interested in starting the group, and a little bit before that, like what I noticed coming around and going to parties and sometimes like getting control of the aux and cueing a salsa song, is everyone, even if they don't know the music, even if they've never heard it before, they like involuntarily start moving. They start dancing. And I saw this and I was like, oh, this is incredible. I can share stuff from my home and everyone will enjoy it. And even if they don't know that they'll enjoy it, they will.
Yeah.
So that's also like a big reason, I guess. I'm really excited about like playing in this group because people get excited and people start enjoying the music that they might have never even heard before. So.
Yeah, that's beautiful. It's also, I guess the rhythm is very pretty universal. Anyone can dance to it.
100%.
Which on that, has there been a performance so far that has been your favorite, and why?
Oh yeah.
Yes. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So the performance we've loved the most was a couple weeks ago. We played at Louis. We called it Mambo and Friends, and it was each of us just invited a few friends, like 5 or a little bit more, a few more, and we just played for like a couple hours there. We got rid of all the tables and we put them all outside, and we just had like a dance floor, and people were just there having fun, enjoying the music, just enjoying being with our friends. It was a very like intimate show, a very and a very fun vibe. I feel like it's been one of the best days I've had around in maybe even my life.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
Oh, that's awesome. I saw some pictures online. That looks sick.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Are there any other spaces that you guys are looking forward to potentially performing in, or you guys like, or is there a spot on campus that you really want to perform at?
I think abstractly, just doing like a big show on the main green where like anyone who was walking by can just like join in. That would be really cool. But more concretely, is that on this Friday we're going to be at Gigs on the Green. So in a sense, we are going to be on the main green actually, performing in front of all of our peers and faculty, whoever else wants to come by. We are the second to last band going.
That's right.
And so again, you should go to all of Gigs on the Green 6 to 9 to support all the awesome student bands. But if you're just looking to see us, can't guarantee on an exact start time, but if you get there by 8, that should be fine. And we're going to be playing some really awesome music. We're super excited about the set that we put together. And we need everyone there to come and dance, because that powers us. And it might look like there's just 2 people in the band. We promise that there are more. There's going to be So I would love to collab with Stowaways. I don't really know how that would work because, they play like the Beach Boys and we play Luis Enrique. But like, if we could find some sort of crossover, I just love their harmonies, and there's a lot of really cool vocal harmonies in salsa music. So if we could get some of their like crazy harmonies in our music, that'd be sick.
Oh, those two like sound like crazy performances to look forward to. So
Yeah.
hopefully those come to fruition. Okay. So, if your band was a chocolate, what would it be? It's like one of the most popular questions we've got to ask every band on campus.
Ooh. I'm gonna go with dark.
Yeah, I was gonna
because
say
we're rich in
I was also gonna say rich.
complexity.
Just plain dark chocolate?
Oh no, I wouldn't call it plain.
Okay.
Vibrant and lush.
The world is yours, so it
dark
can be
chocolate.
any kind of chocolate.
That would be my answer.
Yeah, like I'm imagining just like I don't know, like is it called a slab, like a sheet of dark chocolate, that you bite off, like take off a little bit, put it in your mouth, let it melt, let it like really enjoy the flavors. That's probably what I would say, and also like really ties into like the Caribbean and Latin American identity in a sense, because cacao and I guess specifically dark chocolate's like
Yeah.
big.
Yeah, we don't do that milk chocolate bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, well, not judging. Cool. I guess last thing is, do you have anything you want to plug? I know you guys are doing Gigs on the Green, so obviously
Yes.
please come to Gigs
Gigs on the Green. Pull up at the start, but if you can't, pull up at 8 p.m. for us.
There's a lot of amazing bands that will be there. A couple of them who we have interviewed as well. It's the Stowaways and Serious Goose. Anything else you guys would like to plug other than that?
Follow us on Instagram at Mambo PVD. Mambo PVD on Instagram. We're gonna be posting some really hype stuff this week, and just generally that's how you can hear about our performances.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Okay.
Anything else you guys want to say?
Thank you, we love you,
Yeah.
and thank you to Brown Student Radio.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah,
in.
see you at the Green.